What is going on, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Thursday edition of my NBA DFS podcast. Last night was wild. The cash line in 50-50s ended up being like 370 or something crazy because the cash line ended up falling out of 50-50s, but the cash and GPP both hit on tournaments. It was Alexander on the Pelicans was like crazy owned at minimum price, and he ended up getting 50, so it kind of threw off the whole slate. But you know, we had a good lineup, produced a lot of points. There's some good value again tonight. There's 5 games. The Heat are really hurting with COVID and injuries, so we'll take advantage of some of that value. Just drop a like on this video, make sure you're subscribed, and let's get after it tonight. So for point guard, I like Malcolm Brogdon. The Pacers are in a good matchup tonight against the Trail Blazers. Blazers are coming off of a back-to-back tonight. The Pacers should be able to actually win this game, in my opinion. Has a very high over-under, and Brogdon has seen some crazy usage. Obviously, no Oladipo tonight after being traded yesterday. Brogdon's the number one guy with Sabonis here, so 8,600 is a fine price. He needs like 43 fantasy points to reach value. He's averaging that every game this year. And there's just a high floor on him. He should be able to play some serious minutes, mid-30s in minutes, and get you over 40 fantasy points. He also presents that high 50s in upside, so he's a great, solid guy to spend up on tonight in cash games at point guard. Shooting guard, I love Tyler Hero. The Heat, like I said, are without a lot of guys. Jimmy Butler's out. Bam Adebayo's out. Expect Tyler Hero to be the number one scorer here tonight on the Heat. 6,500 is a higher price than we're used to seeing, but it's worth it. He needs like 32 fantasy points to reach value, and he has averaged that basically all year. Over 40 in the last 2 games. Expect him to be around that mark again tonight with all that usage to go around on the Miami Heat. Pretty good matchup tonight as well against the 76ers. They are favorited. I mean, yeah, they're getting 10.5 points right now. I do think Tyler Hero is going to have to score a lot of points to keep them in this game. He's a solid middle tier guy at shooting guard. Small forward will stick with the Heat here. Young guy, they're probably going to be starting him, and if he doesn't start, he'll be seeing a lot of minutes regardless. Precious Achiuwa, I think that's how you say it. 4,100, a fine price on him. He should see 30 minutes like he did last game, and he produced when he saw that kind of playing time. 37 fantasy points. He had a double-double. I don't expect him to get 37 again, but I do expect him to get over 20 tonight in an increased role with more usage with no Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo out there. Precious finds himself in a great spot here at 4,100. Power forward, mentioning 3 Heat guys just because I want to really emphasize how much you want to target them tonight with all this usage. Kelly Olynyk is probably the chalkiest play of the night. Him and Tyler Hero are definitely the top 2 guys on this offense. 5,300 is just too cheap for a spot like Olynyk tonight. He needs 26 fantasy points to reach value. He's averaging 27 on the year. He played 45 minutes, and that was against Philly. Last game. They're playing Philly again, so he's shown that he can do it. A really filled up stat sheet there. I expect Kelly Olynyk to do big things again tonight and get at least 30 fantasy points. And then for center, I like Jokic. Center's not the best value spot tonight, but with all the other cheap value plays around the other positions, you can spend up on Jokic. He's been playing really out of his mind. Ooh, there's a nice voice crack. He's really playing out of his mind, and I really think that he could have another huge game like he did last game, 72. Last game, his ceiling is as high as anyone's in the NBA. He's an early runner for MVP voting. He fills up the stat sheet like the best of them. 7 steals last game. That is just ridiculous. But this is an awesome matchup against Golden State. This game shouldn't be a blowout, and there should be a lot of points on both teams in this game. So Jokic is definitely worth the spend up at center at 11,200. He needs 56 fantasy points for value. It's a really, really good spot for him tonight. that'll sum up today's video, guys. Make sure you like it, make sure you're subscribed, and until tomorrow, I am the FD Guru, and I am signing off. See ya.